Welcome back to another episode of the Wolves Build a Dynasty Save here on FC26. Now, where I left y'all off last episode was not this far deep into the save. I did say after that Burnley game in the Carabao Cup, I was more likely going to skip through up into the FA Cup game, or at least into January 1st. Well, we skipped all the way up until just after the game before the FA Cup. That's why when I loaded this, you see it was in the FA Cup. So if I show you our results, I think the only game we lost, no, actually we lost two games. We lost to Southampton 2-1. We did lose to Brighton there 2-1 on the first day, but we did beat Brighton about a week before that. We actually in a little bit of a thing where we played too close, like within right each other. We beat Bournemouth 2-0. We beat Brighton 3-1. We ended the calendar year off with a loss against Southampton. We began the calendar year off with a loss against the second time playing Brighton, and then the second time playing against Bournemouth here in the save. We beat them 2-0, so a 4-0 win over Bournemouth within a matter of about 2 weeks or so. We now obviously have Chelsea in the FA Cup, and we obviously have Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup Semi-Final. We are obviously going to have heavily focused on the Carabao Cup, but for today, more specifically, we are going to try and put at least 150% into that Chelsea game in the FA Cup. I can't believe I'm getting screwed over in the FA Cup again. I don't know what it is. Being in the Premier League, we play a top 6 side in the FA Cup, but here we go. We already took down Arsenal and Liverpool in domestic cups this year around. We are going to look down to take now the third of the big 6 here. As far as our transfer budget, we have $68 million in transfer budget, in which we can essentially spend pretty much almost all of that $68 million because our profit margins is up into the 60. Thanks for merchandising, we've earned over $111 million. That's just players scoring goals and then the game triggering shirt sales and stuff like that. Prize money we earned $67,000. We earn nearly $20 million off of match tickets while we've only been spending. We spent less than $200K on travel costs. Our majority of the spending has become from transfers, which is over $109 million, which we already spent this season, which is absolutely insane. So what I might do, in fact, to be completely honest, to help try and balance this out a little bit, is sign coaches. But at the same time, those coaches are going to help develop the squad, which is not a great thing, but also not a bad thing at the same time, especially for this type of save that we are doing. We did go ahead and let go one player of the youth academy by the name of Tanner Jones, an American that just wasn't really up to it. We actually aren't scouting anybody out at the moment because we have a youth scout full. We might start it up again next season, but at the moment these guys are full, and we have quite a few already in the squad hub already. And talking about that, Mr. Di Lorenzo has been fixed. We have just forced the loan out for him, and now he's back at the club and he's happy. He is on an important squad role. I am going to change that to rotational just to make sure he doesn't do that again. Kind of same thing for Sabe. We're going to go ahead and redevelop some of these guys here to make sure that they don't come unhappy and want to leave for absolutely no reason. As far as our loan goes, Raul Cayeto might come back to the club. He's up to 77 overall, plus 9 on the season already. Gonzalez is growing nicely. Texera is going decently. Burt isn't really growing at all. He might just be one when he comes back. We sell him and try and cash in on him. That'll be pure profit. Taylor's up 7. He's up to 72. Riley is up 8. He's up to 71. Now, what I might do is loan out D. Musquets into there. And if we do loan out D. Musquets out from the squad, we are going to go ahead and bring in Ellis Riley back in to the squad and have him be our backup cam for the rest of the season and reassess it at the start of season 4. Escobar is a +2, Yodabe is a +2, Esquadado is a +2, Weston is a +2. So our youngsters are growing nicely on loan there. So without further ado, I don't really know what I would do to improve on the squad at the moment. I think the only thing I would do is bench players. Aguado is more likely going to leave. I don't know how much longer we can keep onto him, so he's more likely to leave. So we might have to look to improve on just bench and supporting actions as well. We'll see what happens. FA Cup action here against Chelsea FC. We are just purely needing to win this game. We want to get off to a great start in the FA Cup. Again, if we win this, it's a big 6 side out the way, I guess, essentially. But if we lose it, it's another disastrous FA Cup early exit. We lost against Arsenal right before the quarterfinals last season while being in the championship. As we go 1-0 down here to Chelsea 3 or 4 minutes in. It's 1-0. We lost to Man City the first season around in our only cup game that we played that season. Oh, here we go.
1-0 then as we get started again.
Serginho Dest into Andre Gomez. Out wide for Dibbling. Dibbling into Talio Asaria Corridore. Can't find Gustavo Sa.
Great reading of the game.
I love how I turned stadium shadows off, and they're still on.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that
Love
means
it.
too much today. This is a totally different game.
Dibbling. Right hand side, cross comes in. Tolio Awasi. He wins the header somehow, and he finds the back of the net, and we're level. Tolio Awasi, there's a reason so many clubs are after that man at the moment. Multiple transfer offers, just rejected. I can't afford to lose Tolio Awasi. He's even been given a pay rise.
Doesn't even have to jump. Of course it's a good finish, but the marking is woeful.
Gomez. Oh, and halftime. Can I speak English? Don't know if I can.
Nicholas Jackson.
Enzo. Gray intercepts it. Now in for Gustavo Sa. Just looking out wide for Dibbling. Toliawasi will pick it up. Archie Gray back into Toliawasi. He'll lay it off for Dibbling and awfully does it. So bad we lose the ball and lose possession of it. Enzo into Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins now in Andre Santos. Andre Santos into Estavio. Switching the field over. Can Serginho Dest get to it? No. Enzo. Serginho Dest, yes, now in Gustavo Sa. Dibbling is making that run. Dibbling is on side, and Mr. Dibbles now down the right-hand side. Tyler Dibbling, can he find Toliawasi? The answer is no, but he gets a corner at least out of it. Might overran it just a little bit there. Gustavo Sa, keeper should collect it. He doesn't. It's headed away by Cole. Cole Palmer's looking to clear it up the field now.
Trying to force a mistake. Enzo Fernandez.
Liam Delap.
Moises Caicedo.
Caicedo now. Palmer. Cross comes in for Andre Santos. Lays it down for Liam Delap. And Liam Delap trying to do a fake shot. Nearly worked, but Archie Gray was there. And now Gustavo Sa into space for Mr. Dibbling again. And Tyler Dibbling into Toliawasi. And Toliawasi! Shot saved by Jorgensen out for a corner. Couple of changes. Dawson on at cam, Agbadu on at center back, Lewis Skelly going into the center defensive mid role with Di Lorenzo going onto that left back role there. Gomez was a little tired there, so we do that rotation there. It's Dibbling on set corner. Is Toliawasi on the header? No. Lewis Skelly get it back into Stassen. Didn't want to sub Toliawasi off, so Stassen on at cam.
So much given away as cleverly won. Well, look at the room they've got to attack now.
Estavio now. Andre Santos. Caicedo. Lewis Skelly working to win the ball back, and Lewis Skelly does win the ball back now. Mr. Stassen in for Mr. Dibbling. And Dibbling into Toliawasi. Not the best of angles. Toliawasi now.
What a tackle that was.
Archie Gray. Stassen. Parker, Toliawasi. Toliawasi has the lead for Wolves. 84 minutes in. And is that enough to get the job done? It's a brace for Mr. Toliawasi. Stock market is just going to keep on going up and up and up.
So they've taken the lead, and there's not long left to hang on to it as we go again. Well, they have to make something count.
Otto now. Cross comes in. Polo won't really make the effort of that. Wow, he makes a mess of it. Thankfully, fortunate bounce for us. Stosson now out wide for Dibbling. It feels like I've been going down to Dibbling every single play, but when he's this wide open, it's a no-brainer. And Chelsea are out. Wolves are through to the next round of the FA Cup. I mean, that had to happen, though. It was always going to open up like that when we scored the initial leading goal. They were going to open up like a book. And Mr. Dibbling, who's kind of been the focus point of every single attack, it feels like, gets the reward and gets the deal sealer. And that is fantastic momentum going into that Carabao Cup first leg of the semis.
What a great finish.
Dawson. Lewis Kelly, game over. Wolves 3, Chelsea 1 into the next round of the FA Cup. A big 6 side is out. Just going through some of the FA Cup games to see if any teams have lost here. We still got one game left to go. Gillingham versus Fleetwood Town. But teams like Ipswich, Huddersfield, Newcastle are through. West Brom are through against Southampton. They won 10-9 on penalties. But more importantly, I'm purely looking for top 6 sides. Spurs are through against Brentford or Brighton. Liverpool are through against Peterborough as expected. Let's say any other top 6 sides. I mean, all the other top 6 sides are in this. We just got to find them. Aston Villa are through 4-2. Bournemouth are through. Leicester City knocked off Man United. So that is 2 of the big 6 out of the tournament. Chelsea and Man United are out of the tournament there. Swansea are through. Wrexham are through. Obviously, there's Chelsea out, knocked out by us. QPR are through. Millwall are through. Crystal Palace are through. Man City are out. That is a big 6 club out of the way there. The team that knocked us out the first season of the FA Cup. So that is 3 of the big 6 out of the way. Arsenal winning on penalties. 0-0 after 120 minutes and 9-8 on penalties. Arsenal are through. So Arsenal, Tottenham, and Liverpool are your big 6 clubs still in the tournament. We are going to go ahead and bring in another center back here. This is also just going to allow Agbado, who wants to leave, to leave. He can't really leave because we don't have the squad depth. But Kumbula is going to come into the squad from Roma to Wolves for just under 20 million. This should allow Agbado to leave the club now relatively freely. Here we go. At FA Cup, Carabao Cup action against Newcastle United, the first leg of 2 in the semifinals here. If we can put up a strong performance, there is a couple of changes, I guess, theoretically, in this lineup here as we quickly go over it too. Lewis Kelly at CDM, Di Lorenzo at left back. For that, we do have Kumbula on at center back coming in for Agbado on the bench. Agbado's on the reserve, looking to get sold. We also go ahead and trigger Ellis Riley to come back into the squad. He is back from loan now, and he is instantly on the bench with Dimas Quetz on the reserves as well, looking to possibly get loaned out as well. I believe bringing back Ellis Riley will also allow him to leave, as now we can have 2 players leave the club without the game trying to break itself. Dibbling over the top for Toliawasi. He will bring it down, and Toliawasi in towards Parker. And Parker now on the ball. Parker into space, and he cleared it. Serginho Dest down to Gustavo Star. Gustavo Star, trying to go out wide to Dibbling. I don't know if he was offside or not.
They made a brilliant start here, and the manager's tactics have
Ramsey.
really laid in. He could probably
Anthony Alenga. Look, Manny Polo makes a fantastic save. Di Lorenzo clears it back to Polo. Smets now. Gustavo Saw. Parker out wide now on the ball. And Henry Parker still going. Cross comes in for Toliawasi. Thiaw wins a header initially. Fran Garcia clears it away. Lewis Kelly maybe? No. The loose ball will find for Spotman. Di Lorenzo gets it back now. Over the top for Parker, and Parker now is in behind, and Parker!
And it was a great chance for 1-0.
Well, that should have been the opener, shouldn't it? What a chance that was.
Well to hang on to that one.
Gustavo Saw over the top for Toliowasi, and Toliowasi is in behind, and Toliowasi hits the post. The clearance falls to Gustavo Saw. Gustavo Saw is cleared away. Archie Gray will take a touch. He'll hit it. Saved by Pope. Let it go. Let it go, Parker. You're offside. There should be a function, and I believe there is, where you can just let the ball go. Parker was well offside. But unfortunate not to be at least 1-0 up here.
Defensively, that's so much harder. It's certainly
Jolinton, Ramsey, Sanchez, Ramsey, wide.
With ferocity when accuracy was required.
Lewis Skelly now. Can we take the lead before the break here? Gustavo Saw out wide for Parker. Did he come back onside? The answer is yes. And Henry Parker just misses the target, and that is going to go ahead and be halftime. 0-0 here against Newcastle in the first leg. Couple changes. We do have Kumbula coming on for his debut as well. Lewis Kelly. It is now Riley on at right, well, not right mid. He's on at Cam. Dibbling into Kumbula. Riley. Parker. Stossin can't connect to it.
Yeah, that's a great intervention there.
Well, that's a sad end to the attack.
Dibbling. Lewis Skelly. Gomez. Top of the box. Gomez! What a way to break the deadlock. Wolves lead here. 76 minutes in. 1-0.
Well, just look at this. It's a good fit.
Jolinton spins, turns Jolinton 1-1, just like that. Instant reply.
And now this match is all square. A goal here could settle it.
Jolinton just trying to steal at the depth there, but a 1-1 draw in the first leg. It's all to play for when we go up to St. James Park for the second leg.
Yeah, fantastic first 90 minutes, wasn't it?
We are making a signing here purely for simulations, in all honesty, and there's a good possibility I forget to even play him in simulations. Mr. Providel, he's going to come in as simply a high overall. He is only here for this season. Any game that we don't play in quick sim through, Providel is going to be that goalkeeper instead of Ipolo, just to help out on the rating front because it's such a massive thing there. So he comes in at 82 overall, and he's simply here for the rest of the season. That's it. And here is Dimas Squets leaving on loan to Levante for the rest of the season. Hopefully he can grow because he's kind of been like the first player I bought in all honesty. He's kind of my favorite tryout at that point, so he's off for a year. And so Providel's first game as of course a 2-0 loss against Fulham. Agabado is out of the club, off to Turkey. He goes for 10 million. We say goodbye to him. Did his job here at the club, but his time is over. I think we play the Carabao Cup second leg in today's episode, and we actually don't even quick sim with wow, we quick sim with Ipolo, and that's what I was trying to say. We draw 1-1 against Aston Villa, which is actually a great result. Clean sheet for Providel, Parker, and Dibbling on the score sheet. A 2-0 win. Raul Cayedo has been recalled. Instead of going shopping for another like center defensive mid, center mid option, we just go back into in-house, and Raul Cayedo, who's been doing brilliantly at West Brom, is now back here at Wolves. So welcome into you, and that will be the transfer window done. We will not do anything. Let's get into that second leg against Newcastle United. It is the second leg here of the Carabao Cup Semi-Final. Honestly, the rest of the season kind of almost depends on this. If we win this, we're into the final. We can relax a little bit on the requirements for the FA Cup, obviously, but we still want to win the FA Cup. If we can win this, win the Carabao Cup final, and win the FA Cup as well, absolutely sensational. Also, if we do obviously win the Carabao Cup, which we are well and truly 180 minutes away from initially anyway, we will get European football for next season. So a lot is on the line here in this game. I don't think we'll get European football through the league, although it is possible theoretically. We have strung some great results over simulations where we're up into at least a fighting chance for European football. But if we can through a domestic cup and get a trophy and add a trophy to our cabinet, I guess we already have one major trophy with the championship title and that league title. So we already have one major trophy in just the second season. But if we can add a major trophy in a domestic tournament like the Carabao Cup, that'd be great. It's Parker in behind. It's Miley there to head it away, who was one of the players I was looking to bring in before I decided on Raul Cayeto. And Andre Gomez nearly having the lead. Gave us the lead in the first leg, nearly giving us the lead in the second leg here. Dibbling on set corner. It's a bright start. It's not the best of corner. Smets, not really a player to shoot it. Archie Gray out wide for Dibbling. And Dibbling to whip it in. Tolio Owasi wins the header. Nick Pope saves. Miley, Anthony Elanga, Voltmade, stopped by Smeets. Gomez now, Tolio Owasi into Gustavo Saul, out wide for Henry Parker, and the youngster. A lot of trust has been placed into him this season. Henry Parker, horrible pass.
Well, I think that's a goal.
Oh, nice work to get past his opponent.
Gomez, Gustavo Saul, out wide now for Parker, and Parker in for Tolio Owasi, and Tolio Owasi takes the lead for Wolves. 1-0 on the day, 2-1 on aggregate. Vamos! Dest, Gomez, into Gustavo Saw to Dest into Dibbling, and Tyler Dibbling now on the ball. Tyler Dibbling, Gustavo Saar, Tyler Dibbling gets taken out. It's a penalty for us, and it's a chance to double the lead and almost essentially seal the deal. We could have scored with Gustavo Saar. I was fully prepared to shoot with Gustavo Saar, but the referee blew the whistle. It was a stonewall penalty, and it's a chance for us to go 2-0 up on the day, 3-1 up on aggregate. It's Tolio Owasi, top left, and it's 3-1 on aggregate. Wolves are nearly there into the final of the Carabao Cup, and Tolio Owasi is the forefront of all of their success.
What a good penalty it was into that top corner. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do about that, even though he went the right way.
Volmade into Lewis Miley, and Lewis Miley saved by Apollo. He gets his own rebound and he shoots it wide.
Well, he'll be frustrated with that finish.
Tyler Dibbling, Raul Cayeto. Welcome back, Raul Cayeto. And how do you start? By putting a cherry on top. Newcastle are out. Wolves, we are into the final of the Carabao Cup. We will jump to simulation for the rest of this game. Vamos.
They have every chance of lifting the trophy.
Wolves 3, Newcastle United 1, 4-1 on aggregate. We are into the final of the Carabao Cup. How? We went through Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle tonight, a pushover as well. We will be taking on Chelsea. We already took down Chelsea once this season. It's time to take them down once more in the most meaningful game of the season, the Carabao Cup. I will end y'all here today, though. That Carabao Cup final might not be for a while. We do have West Brom in the next round of the FA Cup, so a little bit easier there. Next episode is actually kind of tough. We have Newcastle. I won't play Newcastle again because in real time I'm playing them I will be playing them literally within a matter of seconds. As soon as I hit stop recording, I'm going to hit start recording again for the next episode. So next episode will probably be Arsenal, West Brom. I'm playing every single cup game. I don't care who it is. We'll simulate through it if we can after we're up like 3-0 like we were against Newcastle. And then we'll probably end up playing Manchester United. The Carabao Cup's not until later. And we're actually in a bit of a gauntlet at the moment of top 6 sides. Newcastle, West Brom, and West Ham's kind of the break from that. But Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea in the final of the Carabao Cup. We still have Chelsea to play in the league. We still have Man City to play in the league. I believe we have all top 6 sides to still play in the league. So, yeah, we currently sit 11th in the league. Ending the episode here. We are currently 4 points off of 6th, which is a Conference League spot. We are 5 points off of 5th, which is a Europa League spot. We are, 5 points also off of 4th, which is a Champions League spot. Champions League is not out the question. It is unrealistic. It is unlikely. Not unrealistic, but it's unlikely. We'll see what happens. We'll keep grinding. We'll keep on going. But for now, that's me done today. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.